of you feel really inspired to take positive action. And this is a very self-confident card. This is a knowing of self and, get out of my way, basically. But the beautiful thing about you, Leo, is that I know that you're going to do this in a warm-hearted way. If you are going to take a leadership stance in some way, shape, or form to express yourself, your creativity, and your leadership abilities, yes, it will be authoritative, it will be dominant. However, you have the warmth of Leo, which is always trying and seeking to warm those that you love and care for. And so that is the balance, that is the beauty of your sign. But like I said, there's definitely an urgency for some of you where there's issues around you, Leo, right now, where you realize that you have to take action, that you can't sit around anymore, you can't wait for other people to get their crap together. You need to take action immediately. So obviously, because this is a general reading, this is going to apply differently for everyone. It could be regarding a work project, it could be regarding a relationship, it might just be changes that you need to make in your life, that you're ready, and you realize that this has to happen quickly. You can't keep waiting, you can't keep thinking about it. So there's a very powerful, dominant energy surrounding you this month. And this is what is obviously going to be important for you. The other issue is that there's great potential. So whatever this inspiration that you've received, wherever your energy is focused, there's huge potential with this card. There's huge possibility. However, there's a lot of work that has to go into this. It's one thing to have that energy, that dynamic, power and action, but you are realizing that there's a lot of work that's going to go into whatever this new idea or inspiration is. This card talks about needing a lot of self-discipline and persistence in order to actually get to the end result. So this is more of like a starter energy. This is kind of like that leadership, getting it going, moving in the right direction. However, in order to make your dreams or goals to be actualized in the real world, it's going to take discipline. It's going to take persistence. And so this is more of a potential energy. And if you imply, or if you really utilize this fire and you combined it with discipline, self-discipline, you are sure to have victory, Leo, in whatever area that you're trying to focus this month. So the one other issue that this can kind of point to is there might be a little bit of inner conflict. So maybe some of you do know, you have the vision, you have the dreams, you have the confidence, you have the self-assurance, but there's still a little bit of inner conflict that's maybe holding you back from really starting this initiative. So for some of you, there might be, should I really do this? Should I really, this is a very positive change, but is this, maybe there's a little self-doubt, or just scattered energy, but there's a powerful momentum for you this month in July, and, it's full of possibilities and full of potential. Very exciting, Leo. So I'm feeling your confidence really strong in this month, Leo. And I know that some of you are coming up on your birthday, and so, and this is kind of your time to shine. This is the Leo, the sun is powerful. You are represented by the sun, and it's all about self-belief, identity. I love that natural confidence and leadership that Leos naturally are gifted with. So what you're truly valuing and what you identify with, we have the 10 of Wands or rods, which is a fire energy. So this is definitely you. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and this card is all about victory. So to me, this tells me that that's what I'm saying, you have this kind of unstoppable confidence right now where, this gift that you've been given, this self-confidence, Leos they're proud. They have a pride about them. This is the energy that you truly are and that you are resonating with. And you're like, you know what? Screw anyone that's, doesn't believe or has tried to rain on my parade. No, I'm a Leo. I am the pride. I have pride, self-pride, and I believe in myself. And you have that natural magneticism. So this is about focusing on your dreams and knowing, there's a sense of knowing that you are going to be victorious, Leo, that your dreams will become reality. Because, when we have the 10, it's about completion. So this is about you gaining the applause of others. I mean, if you look at all these people here, they are aware of your accomplishments. They are aware of your unique gifts. They're aware of what you have brought to the table. And that's the cool thing, is that I feel that for a lot of you Leos, you're not just expecting a praise and applaud for nothing. You want to give something to the world. You want to shine. You want to be your best self. You want to accomplish something. You want to be praised based on your talents and your abilities. So that's a beautiful thing. And this card is really about the completion of that. This is about like your ship has come in, that all of your gifts have manifested, that you've not only benefited yourself, but you've benefited those around you, and you've deserved, applause. You've deserved right approval, and you've really made a positive impact on people. So I feel like this is where you're at. A lot of you are really focusing on your positive energy and the innate abilities that Leo has. And you're about creating unrepeatable moments. You want, the lights, the glamour, the enjoyment, the best that life has to offer. I feel that you want to create these unrepeatable moments, like as cheesy as this is, I think of that song by Nicki Minaj, that I wish I could have this moment for life. That you want to create these glamorous, beautiful, incredible, high peak moments, and you want to accomplish this. This is what you're desiring. This is what you are resonating and identifying with. And so you're looking for people, you're looking for situations that are going to help you achieve these goals and dreams. They're very lofty, but you definitely have the ability to accomplish them. So you're identifying with being unique, being yourself, expressing your abilities, expressing your leadership role, and also benefiting those around you and getting the adoration and the respect based on deserving it. I don't feel that a lot of you just want it because. I feel that you want to actually display who God made you to be your best self, and other people are going to benefit and are going to approve of you. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so as far as what the challenge is going to be in the month of July for some of you, we actually have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, and this could also technically be like an illusion or an obstacle. The Three of Cups represents answers to your emotional questions. It represents finding the solution. So something that you've been trying to figure out related to an emotion or an emotional problem or issue that you face. This month, you might still be grappling with this. And this could also be why there's some inner conflict with the Chariot, is because you may not get the answer that you're looking for yet. There may be a struggle to want to understand something emotionally before you move forward with your goals and your dreams. And something might be holding you back emotionally, and you just haven't found the answer. And so, because, Leo, you're ruled by your heart, you have a huge heart. And if your heart has been hurt, or if your hopes have been dashed, or if you've had some obstacle, related to love or relationship or just, life itself, you still might be trying to understand that issue emotionally. And for you, it's like until your heart is completely healed, it's hard to be your highest and best self because you want to understand that issue completely. So I do feel for some of you there's an emotional issue in the month of July that you're still grappling with, and that is probably from the past, and it's still affecting you, and it's still causing you to kind of scratch your head and just try to make sense of it. You want to understand it. You want the answer. Maybe you want to fix it, because this is all about a solution. So you're trying to fix whatever this problem is. And whatever difficulty this issue has caused you, you want to solve it. The Three of Cups can also represent celebrations, so it can also be celebrations with friends or family, loved ones. It's really about your happiness and your emotional connection to people around you. So there could be an issue regarding, like I said, I'm feeling obviously strongly for Leo that it's relationship related. I don't feel like this is like a life issue. I feel like there's a relationship, like I said, it could be friends, family, or a lover, where maybe something's coming up this month that's very sentimental to you, and you're missing someone that is emotionally connected to you, and you're just trying to understand what happened, what went wrong. So that could be the temptation. I mean, obviously you're feeling incredibly fiery this month. You're feeling strong, inspired, confident, self-assured, but there's still something kind of nagging in the background for some of you that you're still trying to figure out. And this month may not be the month that you figure it out. So that might be something to kind of just be patient with and continue to seek and to learn and to know and to understand. But maybe it hasn't been revealed to you yet what the answer you're looking for is. Okay, so as far as the path to take in the month of July, we actually have the Four of Pentacles, and this card represents security. So this is the path that the universe is saying is going to bring you the greatest sense of fulfillment and security that you're seeking. Because I do feel that, Leo, even though you're full of tons of ideas and you love to be the leader, at the end of the day, you want security. You want to feel safe in relationship and love, with your people, with your tribe. And so the universe is saying this is kind of a more practical, pragmatic energy. It's an earth energy, so it's a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And I feel this is the universe saying focus on your finances, focus on doing your job and doing it well. And that is going to, in the long run, this isn't necessarily going to be immediate, Leo, but in the long run, it's going to provide you with the emotional, spiritual, financial security that you're looking for. So I feel like the universe wants you to, you know, calm your emotions down, calm those questions that you don't have answered, and put your nose to the grindstone and focus on your dreams and goals in a practical way and how you can make that manifest. Looking for your security that you really long for as a long-term goal or plan. And this could represent economic stability, so it's just about doing your job and doing it well, your earnings, investments, and really looking to fulfill yourself on a deep personal level in the long term, which is going to also offer you somehow emotional security. So this is also saying that security is important to you, and maybe you realize this, and security is different in different ways. Sometimes it's just feeling safe in a relationship. Sometimes it's having enough money in the bank. Sometimes it is just spiritually feeling safe within our body and in ourself. But I feel for a lot of you, the universe wants you to focus on the financial aspect of it this month, and I feel like making the most of your creative ideas, talents, abilities, and leadership roles. So that's where it's going to help lead to fulfillment for you. And what's interesting is for the attitude to have with others, we actually also have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is actually talking, Leo, about a career, your career in general, and a possibility of a career change for some of you, not all of you. So for some of you, there could actually be a new career in the works. This is about kind of opening your mind to new possibilities, and this obviously resonates with the rest of your reading. But that you're realizing that you've got the ideas, you have the passion, you have the confidence, but once again, skill and discipline is the key. So it's actually putting your nose to the grindstone, doing the work, learning the skill, practicing this in and day out. And even if you're not like thinking about switching jobs, this could just be you're thinking in a different way. You're looking outside the typical realm of how you used to think about your job. I do feel like there's a lot of creative new inspiration and ideas surrounding you. So this could just be a change in your current vocation. Maybe you're thinking about a different way how to do things or accomplish a task. It's a subtle energy and a subtle shift, and it's just causing you to think differently about who you are and what you want to do. And you might be just open to looking to new directions for growth, especially when this comes around your birthday. It's always kind of a time to realize yourself and where am I in life? Where do I want to go? And for you, Leo, it's all about expressing yourself, self-expression, being your best, being a light, helping others. So there's an open-mindedness to you right now. I feel like you're more open to hearing, you're more receptive to any subtle shifts that the universe is trying to encourage you to make. And it's a beautiful energy. So once again, we have another earth sign. So an earth sign could be important to you this month, a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus, because you have 3 earth energies in your chart this month. So here we go. Let's recap. So we have, as far as what you're currently desiring, I feel like you're desiring change. You have momentum, you have a renewed energy, a renewed confidence, life force. I really feel like you're utilizing your core Leo self, and you're ready to move into a positive new direction. And you're going to do it quickly. You're ready to make a change. You're not waiting. As far as this card, it also can talk about having a little bit of conflict. You still might be going back and forth with regards to an issue, but the overall energy is to move forward. what you're valuing and what you're currently relating with, we actually have the 10 of wands or rods, and this is about absolute completion, absolute victory. You want to either go big or go home, Leo. I feel that you want to accomplish a lot. You're very ambitious. You have high hopes, you have high dreams, and you also desire the respect and admiration of others, and that is what you're valuing and identifying with. As far as the challenge or potential challenge for the month, we have the Three of Cups. And whenever I have a cups, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that you're dealing with. But this is about emotional answers and finding solutions to problems with loved ones or friends or even celebrations. So there could be a little bit of a challenge in this area this month, whether with this is your own emotional issue or someone else's related to, like I said, a relationship that you're in. You may not get the answer that you're seeking this month. You may have to continue to persevere and seek to understand what you're trying to know. As far as the actions to fulfillment, the strategies to take, we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is about security, financial, emotional, spiritually. I feel like you're supposed to think more long-term right now, Leo, not short-term, and really putting your nose to the grindstone, doing the work, having the discipline day in and day out to increase your lifestyle financially, which I feel like is going to bring you security in all aspects of your life. As far as the attitude, I feel like having an openness right now to what you're currently doing or even new opportunities, learning new skills and disciplines to help expand your creativity and overall increase what you want to do in life. And so with the Eight of Pentacles, there could be a career change or there could just be a shift in you where you're looking to find new ways, learning new skills to expand who you are and to accomplish this ultimate victory that you're looking to achieve. And if you do all these things, the universe says that you are going to manifest the Queen of Pentacles energy. So we have a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Like I said, very strong earth energy in your chart, in your reading this month. And with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a wealthy woman. This is a wealthy woman who she's mature and she basically knows how to make her dreams come true. She's very efficient at what she does. She is not overly emotional, but she gets the job done. She's a mover and a shaker, and she's a businesswoman. She's very generous to others, but she's very practical. She has a no-nonsense approach. So basically what I feel, Leo, is I feel like if you do these steps, that your energy is going to balance out. You're going to balance out your passion and your drive with more of a down-to-earth, get-her-done type attitude, and this is going to cause others to respect you, and you'll be in a leadership position. It is a feminine